Hey everyone, welcome to LJ's Housing Market Update for February 12th, 2024. And let's get started with our interest rates. Interest rates from Friday until now did not move much. They came down around 2 basis points. So for your 30-year fixed conventional loans, you are for if you're for your top tier scenario, they're hovering around 6.96, so around 7% compared to your FHA around 6.22. Again, this is for your top tier scenario, and I'm going to show and go over what is involved in your interest rates here. Okay. Next, we have our Freddie Mac's reading, and they do this on weekly basis. And according to them, 30-year fixed mortgage rates were for 6.64 compared to your 15, which was 5.9. So when we say top tier scenario, that means your credit scores are above 780. So your credit scores matter a lot. The higher your credit scores, the lower your interest rates will be. So just remember, if you have a cosigner, their credit scores matter as much as yours does. Next is your home location, where your home location will be, your down payment, how much money you're gonna put down, your loan term, your loan type, your residency, your units. So these are some of the factors that your lenders that look at. So you just need to look at, hey, if I'm reading a headline here, why I'm not getting this interest rate. Maybe you're buying a two-family unit and not one family. Maybe you're not going to live there and you're going to rent that out. Those things do make a difference. Your buying power, guys. Your buying power is definitely increasing. Why is it increasing? When these interest rates come down, you can afford more. So point of this slide is to show you guys that, hey, if you haven't received a pre-approval last year, maybe you want to go back to your loan officer and say, hey, what do I qualify with today's market or with today's interest rate? So you can see here the buying power has jumped up when the interest rates were at 6.96 as of now compared to 7.71, where a person could get a loan for the same loan, their monthly payment of 2650. That person getting 7.71% can qualify for a loan amount for 371 compared to 6.96. They can get $400,000 loan without the payment being changed. Okay, so plays a huge role in your buying power when your interest rates are dropping. Next, guys, we're gonna go through two different scenarios for you for your affordability. So the first one, a household income of $90,000, their down payment is around $60,000. They have around $150 in monthly debt. This is their minimum payments that they have to make on their monthly debt. So they can have a credit card of $4,000, but if the minimum payment is $50, we as loan officers are looking at that amount. Your interest rates, we're just going to use today's national averages, 6.96, and property taxes 5,000 and property insurance 1,500. So this family can purchase a house around 464,000, and their monthly payment is going to be 3225. This is based on their debt to income ratio of 45%. So you want your debt to income ratio to be as low as possible so you can comfortably make your payments, your mortgage payments. Remember, you're going to be locked in for 30 years. So you want to make sure that, hey, you are able to pay these payments on time. Second family now has $130,000 annual income. Their down payment is $85,000. Their monthly debt is more. Let's say they have a car payment, right? They have other expenses. So their monthly payment collectively, their minimum payments is around $600. Everything else remains the same as the first scenario. And now this family can purchase a house for $648, and their monthly payment will be around $4275. And again, their debt to income ratio is around 45%. If they decide to take care of their monthly debt and reduce it, they will qualify for even more. How about early payoff? Now let's say you bought the house now, you have a 30-year mortgage. You can turn that 30-year mortgage into less years just by making extra payments. You don't have to make these payments. You have to make your regular minimum payments that you are required to make. These are extra payments towards your principal. What that will do, it will have a positive effect, meaning it will cut down the years for your mortgage and it will save you on your interest. So in this example here, if a family's mortgage, their principal and interest is 3733, and then they start to decide to put in $300 more towards that mortgage, they can chop off 6 years and they can save $185,000. So you want to talk to your loan officer or even call your lender if you already have the mortgage and say, hey, if I were to make extra payments towards the principal, how many years can I save? And they can explain that to you in details. Next, guys, your inflation rate. Inflation is around 3.4% as of last reading. If it comes down on the next reading, hopefully, Feds will start cutting their rates as they promised. This year, they'll do it 3 times. Otherwise, if it doesn't go that way, then they might not, or they might just delay these cuts that they're promising. The home prices, on the other hand, we have seen it all over, from different brokerages, from our brokerage here too. When you guys put in the offer, your offer may not get accepted and say, hey, we have higher offer. And you might say, hey, in this market, I'm still paying this price is ridiculous. You have to look at the stats. You have to look at the inventory. Every market is a little different. But overall, the prices have gone up over the years. So if you find a property now, try to put in a solid offer and move on. If you simply wait, there will be some consequences where the prices will be even higher. Why is that? Because there's simply supply and demand. There will be more buyers, just like yourself, waiting for the interest rates to come down, and there will be bidding war, and the prices will go even higher. Okay. Next, guys, we every day we want to teach you guys about a one loan program that we go over, and today we want to go over conventional program. For your conventional loan program, you need 620 credit scores. So usually when you see Credit Karma or any other websites, you typically see it for three different. I mean, you might see it from two different companies out there. But when loan officers are doing it, they're doing a tri-merger, so they get it from all three different companies. So just know that there might be a little difference in your credit scores, but you need at least 620. Next is your down payment. You need at least 5% down payment for conventional. A lot of people think that you need 20%. You do not. You can go with 5% for conventional. Your DTI can be 49%, and your closing cost for this type of loan is typically 3 to 5%. Couple of key points from this. I would go with conventional loan because you can remove your mortgage insurance once you hit your 20% equity. So you don't have to worry about refinances like FHA loans. With this one, you can simply be locked in for 30 years, and once you hit 20% equity, your mortgage insurance goes away. Next is your down payment. If you're buying 1 or 2 units, you can put down as low as 5%. If you're buying 3 or more units, then you need more, like 20%. And because this is a conventional loan, you can live there or you can rent it out right from the beginning. Okay. Couple of listings here that are new in our area. First one is in Belrose, listed for 239. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath co-op. So if you're looking in Belrose area and you're just starting out, you might want to start off something small like this. Or if your budget is bigger, maybe you're looking for a single family in Glendale. There's a new listing for 758, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. And if you're looking in that area, we can show you that property. If you're looking in Plainview area, there's a property for almost 950 for 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Okay, looks like it's in a good condition, so we can show you guys this. And the last one is in Flushing, listed for 998, and it is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So we have 60 plus agents that work with us. So 72 to be exact. But you guys can contact me, and we can assign you one of the agents that the area that you want to be in, and that person can start showing you. Okay, guys. Next is a term to learn is your earnest deposit. Make sure you can earnest deposit is the money you're gonna put down on the contract, but just make sure that you know that that money is safe. How safe it is. Let's just say you want to cancel the contract and get your money back, or you found another property, but you're already locked in. You're under contract with this one, so that whatever is written in the contract plays a huge role. So you want to make sure whatever amount that you're putting down is secure and you can get it back if you want to cancel the contract or not. Nobody's gonna, you can't waste anybody's time for a month or so and simply say, hey, I just want to I want to cancel this and I want to back out. We will, your contract, the listing agent, buyer's agent, attorneys, everybody will be involved when the cancellation time comes. But you as a buyer, if you want to cancel, you should know what your options are. Okay. Next, guys, you guys can see your appreciation charts here from Queens and Long Island. Both of them shows you between 5 and 60 years that overall the prices have gone up. Okay. Next is who is involved in a real estate transaction and who plays a pretty big role. One of them is called number 7 is your title company. Your title company is the company that's going to check all your property's information on the back end, right? Meaning that they're going to check the chain of ownerships, they're going to check liens, violations, open permits. They're going to make sure that everything is good. And you want to hear the word clear title. When you hear clear title, that means that there's no issues with that title, and nobody's gonna come and knock on your door one day after the closing, 5 years into it, 10 years into it, and say, "Hey, this is my house, and we have a dispute." You would get title, clear title, and you will have title insurance that you pay a one-time fee at the closing table. But this way, you can rest assured that nobody will say, "Hey, this is my property and not yours." Okay, so title company usually is hired by your buyer's attorney. So you can tell your attorney, hey, use this company, or your attorney can refer a couple of different companies that you might want to go with. Okay, guys, if you're trying to buy a house in 2024, first look at your income, look at your savings, look at your debt, and try to improve everything much as possible. When it comes to your savings, don't forget your closing cost. I know a lot of people know about down payment, but please do not forget about your closing cost, which is also 3 to 5%. Okay, your credit scores, you want to improve them much as possible so you can get the best terms. So even when you're in the application and or you're trying to find a property, you still want to improve your credit scores much as possible. So for FHA you need 580, for conventional you need 620, but these should be your bare minimum targets. You should try to go for as high as possible. Okay. And if someone is telling you, hey, I can offer you 5% interest rate, 4% interest rate in this market, we're showing you guys on regular basis what the market is, what the national averages is for the market. So you should question those loan officers. Hey, are you telling me to buy down the rate? If that is true, tell me what is going to cost me and what is going to save me. And you do the math. If it's going to cost you $4,000, just to give you an example, and it's going to save you $82, it's going to take you 4 years to get that money back. And then you decide if you want to actually go with them or not. Guys, we have 16 loan officers at LJ Mortgage team that can help you, answer any questions regarding mortgages. Please reach out to us. If you're a real estate agent, you want to check out our company. If you want to join our company, or we can show you what we have to offer there. And that will do it, guys. You guys can find out about us on our profiles. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining. I will see you next time.